Festus Okoye replies Peter Obi for saying Inec chairman Yakubu Mahmood rejected his subpoena. In an interview today on Channels TV, Festus Okoye, Inec National Commissioner on Voter Education Publicity, has replied the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi over his statement against Inec chairman Prof. Yakubu Mahmood. Recall that Peter Obi had informed the Presidential Election Petitions Court that Professor Mahmood Yakubu has been avoiding service of subpoena on him. This, he said, through his lead counsel, Livy Uzoku. Responding to this, Festus Okoye dismissed Peter Obi's statement, adding that all those who didn't get a response from the chairman on the subpoena didn't follow due process. In his words, according to Festus Okoye, he says the chairman of the commission answered all the subpoenas that were issued and directed at him. He doesn't necessarily need to answer in person. What the tribunal needs or requires is that a particular document required by petitioners or by respondents should be produced and that particular document was produced. It does not matter which officer of the commission produces the document. Obi and his team should follow due process before coming out to tell the media a different story. All subpoenas that followed due process were attended to. Interesting. But that's the thing, is like INEC delayed. I think the problem is they're trying to, damage contract, basically gain control of the narrative, right? Because the facts remain that they delayed. The documents that were requested of them, communication wasn't, as smooth as it should be, and it just doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. So I think the problem really is the fact that they're trying to cover themselves because they slacked. If they were fast and immediate, okay, you want this? Here's the document. You want this? Here's the document. And you're saying it doesn't matter who produces it. Again, you're the face of INEC. So whoever they requested to produce it, or whoever's responsibility was to produce documents that were requested for, it doesn't really matter because it's a public case. It's a case where everyone, is keeping up with the updates. So INEC is not just INEC. INEC is the chairman. Does that mean that INEC only employ the chairman to do everything? No, you are just the face representing it. It's the same thing if you look at, Labour Party. It's Peter Obi. If anybody in the Labour Party made a mistake, you think they're going to be like, oh, wow, actually, it's not, it's this person who's under the Labour Party that did this. No. First, everybody will go to Peter Obi, even his lawyers, his son. And again, in this case, his lawyer, his lead counsel did, is the one who spoke for Obi. But yes, the article is titled that Obi said this. And when you read, you find out that actually it was said on his behalf by his lawyer. So what does that mean? That means that it does not matter if you say this, it doesn't matter who you're talking to. Mahmood Yakubu or Yakubu Mahmood is INEC. INEC is him. That's just what it is. You are simultaneously representing each other. If you're the head of that organization, it's your identity. So own it. Let's look at the comment section. Top comment by Kola Rolla said they are known for media propaganda and sentimental whippings. The 2023 election remains one of the best in Nigeria. The shocking results are eloquent testimonies to this fact. Festus Okoye, please, you people should be ashamed of yourself. You people presided over the worst elections in the history of this country and you're still talking. Exactly. They need to be very embarrassed. I think, you see, it's a good thing. As much as people don't believe in the political system and people don't vote, the massive turnout, at least, we knew that they were incompetent. But it's not just, journalists are incompetent. No, they proved to be incompetent right in front of our faces, right? And so, INEC is basically the event planner of this whole election, if you want to put it that way. And so with other past elections, when people would not turn out, or especially in the north where, no offense, but things wouldn't be as regulated, where you see what is going on in the elections. So in this case, because the elections was such a big thing, everyone was documenting on their phones, people arrived at the polling units very early. So, you could see how the organization of INEC, apart from just, the presidential candidate, blah, 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 and how they presented themselves, INEC as the neutral body, as the event planner, this was their way to prove that they were organized, that they actually have integrity, that they plan. Because how can you go to a polling unit and then tell me that, oh, the beavers, whatever you're trying to use, has no signal, therefore we cannot upload the results? Excuse me. Like, when you are planning for something, and it's not even that, they're the ones who came up by themselves to say that they wanted to use whatever machine, whatever platforms, BIAVs, iRev, whatever, machine they were going to use to electronically record, it failed on them. So would they not say, oh, there was no service? No, it shows that they did not plan well. They didn't have a backup plan. They had not tested these out properly. You make sure your polling unit has good connection there. I don't understand. What is the problem? I'm most likely to lie because, when you see other polling units, especially as a lot of people will stay back. People stay overnight, midnight, early mornings the next day to count the results and make sure that there was nothing wrong. So again, when there's no organization, when there's no one to make anyone accountable, they can just, mess around with the results. And so, luckily for Peter Obi, he has people, witnesses who can say that they were counted, that they were there, and they were not uploaded. So that's it. It's INEC's fault that they stalled. I mean, how many times has the court asked INEC for, documents? It's either INEC will not be able to produce it, they don't have it, or they will not produce it in as a complete document as originally requested. So it's like INEC being slow with communication just shows that, well, you lack organization regardless. And, it's also a sign that, wait, why are you stalling? If you say that your results declared a candidate, a president, and you have, an account of it, prove it. What's the problem? I mean, the person that you said won has already been inaugurated, so be confident. Put the results out there. That is what's happened. Put what you think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.